to your short stories.
Oh, come on. Really? Really?
Well, no,
This? Really?
You drew a good picture of suburban
That's not gonna
America in the
last forever.
50s with the neighborhood parties and stuff, so welcome to my father's swinging bar.
Where he would invite his friends for drinking.
And yeah, they would always come as couples and they would always be dressed up. So anyways, that was in here.
I'm not going to say there's a well.
I don't want to interrupt that.
Oh, no,
All right,
I'm
so-
off for vigil.
Your vigil. Ooh.
This is the bathroom where I heard the knocking and I came out and there was no one here.
Okay.
And there's your pool table. And for me, what I...
Oh, wait. Hold up.
is
Nothing.
this
Spiders touch my
height.
head.
Seems about it this height,
Now
which is
I
why I
gotcha.
wanted to...
Same here. I have to look on my shadow every single time when my grandma told me to check
So,
to do the laundry.
okay. And the deeper I go that way, the worse the feelings are. And I'll just leave it at that. There are more light switches hanging there, so I'm going to leave you to it.
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
The bathroom.
Ooh, maybe do a detector in there.
Do us a favor, dial 9-1, and then if we give you the word, dial 1 again.
Okay.
Why would anyone make a little fire alarm at the end?
Timer.
It could be a bad timer, yeah.
Okay. So electrical, it's something not
Yeah.
quite right in there, and that would you would get that
Overall,
reading?
everything is pretty normal.
Okay.
Nothing really abnormal. The temperatures were constant.
But what about the 71 thing?
That was by the heating system, so it's kind of expected. It's a little high for it, but then again, it might not be. I don't really know.
She had that upgraded, but it was a while back.
Yeah.
So,
Now we just got forms.
okay.
Fill here. This is just a liability waiver, pretty much saying
Yeah.
that.
Well, don't go breaking the china and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I know you guys are just, that's what you're
Yeah.
doing. You're coming through with bats and axes and stuff.
form.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
the other one.
Let's do
I just got
But yeah, that's fine.
initial there, initial there. That's gonna
Okay.
be.
And how long is the Friday night?
We usually go for a 6-hour investigation, because it is getting darker later.
Yep.
We'll probably have an 8:30, 9 p.m. arrival and get things set up. It shouldn't take us that long. It might be a 4 to 6 hour investigation depending on how things are going. If that's okay with you.
That's fine. But
You should prepare up for like in the morning. That way you can get all set and rest until 6 or 12 a.m. or something.
Yep.
That way when the ghosts are ready, they'll pop out and say, "Oh, is it Mir and Deborah? Can I scare them instead? Oh no, it's the kid. It's the boys. The boys. It's the men here."
And this one is just pretty much stating that we're not guaranteeing we're gonna find anything because paranormal stuff isn't scientifically proven for the most part. We're just going to document. We don't make any claim that we can prove the paranormal or not.
No. But
If
that's
we do,
okay.
we can say this, like when we present. If we find anything, we present it as unexplainable evidence.
Okay.
We never really go out and say something haunted, something's paranormal.
Yeah.
Because we're a scientific based team.
That's good. We like that.
Yeah, we do have the clairvoyants, the psychics who do help with that, and they kind of work alongside with us with that. We try to. This is just saying
What about if ghosts did like roam the earth and there's no such thing as heaven or hell? Because sometimes I see like different ghosts. One day when me and Mom went to like Washington, I saw like horses and stuff that were
I used to
dead.
like to tour old houses. I don't do that so much anymore.
I think possibly.
And
that is-
I have always saw like a shadow figure of a cat always go by me.
That, take up
Yeah.
to 3
There
weeks
are
for
animals
evidence
like this,
review.
too.
It probably won't take
It's
3 weeks to go
true.
over the
It's
evidence.
true.
I think sometimes just some people just they're not ready
pretty
to
straightforward
move
stuff.
to the next level, whether it be heaven, hell,
I'm just saying
or
you're allowing us to have the
next step.
investigation.
I mean, if there's no such thing as heaven or hell, then where do the spirits go? Do they stay? Do they just wander the earth forever?
do they reincarnate? Yeah.
I don't know. There
We
have
may not know for sure in our lifetime.
there have been a YouTube video
Boy.
that there was a boy that was killed by this man,
Yeah.
and he got reincarnated as another boy, and he got his revenge on that man who murdered him,
Too many
and they
parties.
partied.
Sounds like a movie of the week.
Yeah.
I heard that it was from YouTube.
Oh, that has got to be true.
I mean, just search up on people who got reincarnated.
Yeah. Oh no, that is fascinating too. All the
That
stuff
sounds like
that's-
Child's Play Mirror, the movie.
Yeah.
Child's Play? No.
Charles Lee Ray was it?
Yeah. That's true.
You and I searched it up because I had a hard time believing that there's such thing as reincarnated and stuff.
I have a hard time believing that too.
Yeah. You and I searched it up on YouTube, and we found out about a story about this little kid who
And
got
that's it,
murdered
Mary.
on
That's
a
why we
farm
looked it up,
field.
because it was a story. Does that make it true that it's on YouTube?
We searched it up on Google though.
If you see it on the computer, does that make it real?
See, I remember how real
No,
Blair Witch
it's a
seemed
story.
when it first came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it for years because they said it was really scary and paranormal, and I'm like, look, I got enough of that. Really, I don't need any more.
I mean,
The website was better than the movie.
I mean, if there's no
And I
such
wa-
thing
and
as
then I watched
spirits,
it, and it was like,
Yeah.
I mean, if there's no
I'll
such
do
thing
that.
as spirits, then who is Zozo? And was Zozo once a human or just a demon? Eh?
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
I'll look that up in my dictionary.
I know.
One rule
I
on the
know
spirit
who
board:
Zozo
never
was.
summon
He was on
him.
Ghost Adventures. Zach Baggins had come
Yeah,
across
I
him.
mean, if you summon Zozo on a Ouija board, because that's
And-
the
and
main
I-
thing,
Mia?
he'll follow your shadow forever.
Mira, so even if it's on Zach Baggins, does that make it true? On Ghost Adventures?
Is Zach
Does that make it-
Baggins Zozo?
I thought Zozo was Led Zeppelin.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
It is. There you go. So, all right. So you're looking at the
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
So we'll have to be here to let you in. Is it okay if one of us sticks around?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
Me, I want to stick around.
No.
That doesn't
No,
conflict
you would
with,
be staying home.
selling
Oh,
the
come
house
on.
or
All right,
anything.
fine. I'll make more
Closing
videos,
it.
though.
Good.
So
We'll
Thank you.
probably
I
set up
wanna
all
see
our
them all in
equipment this back
action.
room over there, so
Yep.
it's kind of out of the way.
I want to see them in
All of our
action.
cameras we have tripods for. So
they'll show us when they're done. With
Okay,
with
fine.
everything in action.
Yeah, we'll probably just set up in there so it's away from everywhere
Yep.
else.
Lies.
Everything is happening
It's not a lot of
around.
action. It's
Yeah,
just sitting
really.
around
Brother
and
was in
watching.
there, and
Yeah.
not doing
Okay.
anything.
Not as
It was
exciting
like-
as it
I'll
we
bring
get.
my phone and charge it, though. I mean, really, you won't even know I'm here.
And then can I just see the board that you brought for the talking board?
No, it's a tourist board.
Tourist board, that's okay.
Tourist board?
Here is our
It's in Ani's bedroom.
the Ouija board.
What?
Rocks.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is.
Okay, we'll just carry it with us.
Ghost. It's a ghost. Ghost did it. Ah!
So this is it.
Gravity, I hate. Gravity doesn't like us.
I was gonna pick up another one in Salem, and
I like
this one
this.
called to me.
This one.
I'm like, but it looks like something you pick up in a tourist shop, but I didn't care. It was just like, like, what's that? Oh, and it's got a black cat. Well, all right. So,
I would say when my father died, I hated him for so many years, and we connect.
Yeah.
But
but what do you use for the placard or whatever it's
I
called?
could use anything. It's like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, it's like.
It's the thing.
It's
the ritual.
who the operator is, and
Yep.
if they're following the rules, if they're.
Yep.
I mean, one rule you cannot break is to summon Zozo or Zaco.
So
Or
yeah,
Joel.
so you see what I'm.
That's
I'm
the
using
one rule you can't
You
break.
see who I'm using the Ouija board with, so that's why I'm wary of its.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I can leave that here if you think that it would be something you could utilize.
No, I think we're okay.
Okay.
We usually
Alright.
don't use them.
I would say the first time when me and my mother used it was like after my father died. I hated him for so long. I couldn't have the heart to forgive him.
Yeah.
So me and my mom used the Ouija board to see if my father was still here.
Yeah.
And he was. I asked him if he forgave, if he's sorry for what he did. Like when he hurted my mother and me and stuff. He said yeah.
The reason I was asking about the prayer.
And he said he loved me.
You don't
So
have to be like religious.
that's
just
when
to
I
have a
forgave
belief
him.
system in
Yeah,
anything.
that's good.
Okay.
It just that helps.
Do you use a
protection for
pendulum
you.
to set it up at all or anything like that?
Oh no.
Okay. No, you just paper and okay.
In order to
Yeah,
make.
but what, how do you? What the thing
Well,
that
you do a
moves?
yes and no, the alphabet.
Right, but how do you like?
Well, it's you. It's the people that are actually drawing the energy.
Right,
it's
right,
not
right.
the board. The board is just
It's
what-
a
what's
conduit,
the way
yeah.
to do it,
So,
Yeah.
but how do you get to yes or no then, or letters?
Well, I don't know because I won't play with one.
Oh, you sound like me.
Yeah.
So,
I keep a respectful distance of actually using them. I mean,
Yep.
actually physically being here, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
It's like a gun. I mean, I don't have a problem seeing a gun, but if it was in my hand, I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be nervous too.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we will see you on the. I will see you on the 23rd.
22nd.
Yep. I'll confirm.
22nd or 27th.
Well, I guess I'll make YouTube videos on that.
Whichever's a Friday, right?
Yeah.
Whichever the
Okay.
Friday is, because I'm actually going on vacation the next week after that.
Oh,
But I
cool.
wanted to get it done. I wanted to have the investigation done prior. That way I can upload all the information for the team to kind of review it while
Okay.
I'm also away. I actually have a break from school that week while I'm on vacation.
Oh, where are you going to school?
I go to SNHU online.
Oh, wow. How do
Yeah.
you like it? I was looking.
I like it. It's
Taking some
it's
courses
easy.
with
I
them.
mean, my work's paying for it, which is why I went for it.
Oh, okay.
It's a good perk. I was always against college when I was in high school.
Yep.
And then it's like, oh well, I don't know what I want to do. And then I kind of figured it out the
I don't
last
want to
few
work
years.
at Walmart and yeah.
Because they have a lot of good perks that it's been good for me. And,
That's awesome. I
um,
had a friend of mine who did the same thing at Walmart, and she really was able to help herself and pull herself
Yeah.
up, and it was awesome.
yeah,
It was
before that, I
awesome
was
to
a
watch.
delivery driver in Randolph delivering pizza for off
Okay.
and on for 7 years.
Oh wow! Did you like it?
I did.
Okay.
The tips were good. It
I
was
was
good
gonna
money,
say.
and then it started going down, and the wear and tear on the cars. I was burning through cars
Oh sure.
like crazy,
Yep.
putting on 80,000 miles a year.
Oh god.
Boy.
Yeah.
Well, plus now Domino's pays people to be their own delivery person, so.
Oh, that's right. I saw that on TV.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So.
Now, we
You
did
got
during
out
COVID.
time.
I had high risk during COVID. And she has
Oh, yeah.
a history of seizures. She was 2.5 months early, and when COVID hit, and I was high risk, even especially
Yeah.
before they had a vaccine, we were like delivery, and then it comes in, and we're like, do we disinfect
Yeah.
the bag? What do we do? It was just like everything,
I mean,
so
when
I got too used to that. I'm afraid.
yeah.
So.
when COVID first hit, I think I took a voluntary 2 weeks off of work, thinking it was going to blow over in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And,
but it didn't.
It
yeah.
did not.
I remember we got sick in February, and they closed everything down in March. And I was with my mother up until the day they closed everything down, and went back to Salem. And it was horrible because she was, in her late 80s at that point, and
Yeah.
not able to really take care of herself.
Yeah.
I mean, she could do her own personal care and stuff, but she couldn't walk to the grocery store. She couldn't take a cab to the grocery store and be able to shop. And
Yeah.
stuff. And just helping her around the house and stuff, we couldn't get down for her. So that was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard, So she had a next door neighbor, not across, diagonally across, named Robin, and she was in her bubble, so to speak, and she did her shopping and took care of her and stuff.
Yeah. Kind of
It
something
was
along
just
that with my
Not a good thing.
with my aunt. My aunt had a stroke in October. They said she'd never be able to walk or anything again. Now she's up driving around.
Good for her. I was
Awesome.
a PT assistant for years.
Yeah.
I've heard that too.
I mean, she's very
and I've
strong-willed.
seen
She's
it.
from
I've
Kentucky.
seen it debunked.
Yeah, she's from Kentucky, very strong-willed.
Like, screw you, I'm
Her
not gonna.
ancestors John Boone or
Yep.
Daniel Boone.
My mother,
Oh, God.
my mother used to go.
Yeah.
My mother used to go to the senior center to serve coffee and take aerobics, and they were going on one of those senior trips. So she went down the stairs at 11 o'clock at night to get her pants, which she had ironed, And I'm like, Ma, they're polyester, really? So anyway, so she starts coming up the stairs, and she's got the flip-floppy slippers on, and she slips, and she gets twisted around and goes down the stairs on her side and lands on her foot. She already had severe osteoporosis. The bone that you put your weight on, talus bone there, over 100 pieces. And they said that we can't put it back together. Obviously, it's too many pieces. And if we could, there's nothing to nail it to that would take it. Like if you just put a screw in a bone with her, it would shatter. So they kind of kept it all kind of stayed in the same location the bone had been, and they just let it heal that way.
Yeah.
But she
She
was a half inch
literally
shorter on
never
that
felt
side.
any pain.
But yes, she didn't. And she got shingles in the middle of that, and she didn't feel
Wow.
anything from that. I'm like, wow, Ma, where are your nerve endings? I don't see.
Yeah.
I got it, bad, and I don't know. But she's the one we worried about, and she came through it all fine, which
Yeah.
is great. As soon as the vaccine came out, she was the first in line to get it because she wanted
Yeah.
to resume her life and have control. But they told her the same thing. You're not going to walk again. You're not going to be independent. And she was back driving. It took a while, up to a year, to really heal that bone. They have those pieces of bone for you to
Yeah.
heal. But she was out after that. And she was driving.
And then
was
and then
going
she got to
places.
learn how to walk again. I mean,
Yeah,
really.
she did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this one time I was really happy when I did that. As soon as she came back from the hospital, this man was going to come and lift her up
Oh, the
from
ambulance driver was going to
Yeah.
transfer her to the house.
the wheelchair. She was literally on a wheelchair. So he tries to drive. He can't do it. So I'm like, I'll do it. So I come lifting up my arm, running towards
She's
him,
stronger than she
and
looks.
I It's very true. It's very true. So I lift up with her with Donnie. I'm like, and then she's like, Mirror, you don't have to do that. Let the man do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel honored.
And they plopped her down in her favorite chair, which before my brother took it was over there. And she just, it was just like after 6 months, she's like, I'm home, yes.
Yeah.
So, but she did. She got around here in a wheelchair, then a walker, then a cane, and at that point she was
That's
like,
what
I'm
my,
going to drive again.
I was
My
so
son's
happy when
now.
she was a.
Yeah. Well,
I
she
was-
had the cane the rest of her life,
Yeah.
you know.
I
but
was
she
just
could drive
so
and stuff.
happy when she wasn't using the cane. I gave her
I
a
was
hug
happy
as
she-
soon as I saw her with no cane.
Well, she wasn't supposed to not be using the cane. The doctor told her to use the cane because her
my-
sense
Well-
of balance is so bad.
Well, my
Same
grandmother
thing.
was resilient.
So she would walk like, get up, oh, okay, and then
Yeah.
over here. And, yeah.
Yeah.
And if there was a stretch without, you'd be like, let me get the cane. No, I can do it. You know?
Yeah.
And it was good. It was really weird in her older age. She totally softened after my daughter was born. She was like a different person. She still yelled at me, but not like she
I was
did
just gonna say,
before.
if it wasn't for me, she would have not been softened up.
Yeah, and I kicked her out of our house twice because she started on me in front of me. And I was like,
And
no,
I just
not
looked with my
happening.
innocent
Yeah.
face. I'm like,
My house,
really,
no.
really? Why can't we just not get along? Come on.
Yeah. So, all right. So we will see you guys on.
Was my
Friday. Is there
innocent-
anything else we need to prepare for, or know, or do,
I
or?
don't think so.
With
no.
my
Okay.
innocent face.
Well, obviously, if something
I'm not.
fantastic happens between that time,
I know.
let us know.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Like,
house flew up and there was this huge ghost
Yeah.
head coming out of the top. They had pictures. Yeah. Okay. No, it's sense.
from my experience, it seems that ghosts like to play hide and seek when the ghost hunters come along.
Yeah. Oh,
It is
Yeah.
very,
yeah.
very true.
But I
Chief
think your
Johnson says that,
clairvoyant
so-
would pick up
Basically,
on
you
it.
guys are
Nothing.
seeking and they're hiding.
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't
think that what's feeling downstairs in the pool table room is probably energy from the heating system?
I think as right now, that's what my guess would be.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say it's definitive what it is because we don't know yet.
Right.
I mean, just from being down there for the short time, I could I could feel it.
Yeah.
And then when I went over and saw the readings, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's really high.
What was the readings on the pool table?
The pool table was 0, but you have
Oh.
the heating system was giving off 70, and then you also have across the room the electrical fuse box or circuit
Yeah,
breaker,
yeah,
and that was
yeah,
giving off up to I think a 15 or 20 at some points.
Yeah.
The electric breaker and the heating and the water system have not been used here. Only sometimes, like rare occasions, me and Mom want to come here and get rid of some stuff. Usually
Yeah.
the lights would be on, but not really anything
Yeah, the
else.
lights turn off and on when we're here, which is really funny. So I'm like,
We're
yeah.
still thinking that my grandma might be still here, even though she passed away on my birthday.
Yeah,
She might be
well,
still
who knows?
here.
They got the timers and stuff.
Maybe
going
when we
on
come back,
and-
you can switch the timers and see if the readings
Yeah.
alter.
Yeah.
That way we can pinpoint if it actually is
Sounds
that
good.
bad.
Alright.
I would
All right,
say,
so we'll see you on the 27th Friday. And you said about 8
22nd.
o'clock?
22nd, between 8 and 9.
Okay. Okay.
I would ask one more thing, and then you guys can head out. When my mom was coming in, I swear I saw my grandmother coming in with glasses and wearing purple with some designs and black pants.
Today?
Yeah, today. And as soon as I turned my head, it was my mom.
Yeah.
So
We
I
talked
I
about
swear
the
I
power
swear I
suggestion
thought it was
and
my
we were
grandmother.
talking about
Oh, yeah.
that.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
she has her bangs, she has her hair here, here, here.
I'm glad you're still thinking and connecting with her. So,
I know. I still don't want to admit that she's still dead.
I know it's hard.
It's hard.
Trust me, she's my mom. It's hard.
I know.
It's hard for both of
I
us.
mean, like, one time I saw her, like, sitting down on that chair when we were coming in. She was, like, reading on her glasses and going up on some papers. And as soon as I open the door, I just see that look. And then she, like, looks up and says, hey, welcome.
Well, as long as you're alive, part of her will still survive.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Especially
It's very true.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to make her legacy live on even way after mine. And my legacy, too. Because I want Ani and my mother to be remembered.
Yeah.
Not as mothers known as my grandmother's fighting, as the beautiful Ani. That lovey, supportingness, everything.
You've done a good job of that this
Yeah.
past year, sweetheart.
Yeah. Even though this might be the first Easter without Ani.
No,
It's okay.
First anything, it's always
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always the
That's awesome
anniversary.
about your mom. I mean, it seems like it was
Yeah.
just recently that it was like, yeesh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was scary.
And-
Let us know. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad she's
Excellent for her. It's just
using the
kicking
cane
ass.
at this point. That's good.
Yeah, there are times she's walking around without it.
Yeah.
But
She's
Yeah,
getting
well,
there.
it's a good sign.
Yeah.
They shouldn't do that, but it's a good sign.
yeah, she's still dragging her left foot a little bit, but
Okay.
other than
But
that,
she's getting up and taking her life back. Which
yeah,
is the
she's
most important
talking.
thing.
They said she might not be able to do again, and she's writing fine, driving fine.
Wow.
That's awesome. You
amazing.
don't know. You just
Yeah.
don't know. It takes up to a year.
Because it
A year
was
after a stroke, you can see what.
because it was
Yeah.
she was supposed to meet my fiance for the first time, and we
Oh.
hadn't heard from her. So I called, and the paramedics didn't know how long she was on the floor for. They
Oh,
said it was
no.
up to 24 to 48 hours,
Oh my God.
which is why they said she's probably never gonna be able to walk again.
Yeah.
And I mean, where she's at now after just 8 months, it's amazing.
Where did you do her rehab?
She did a lot of it at Whittier, out in the Worcester area.
Yep.
Some of that feeling.
Yep.
And it was really high. It was 70.8,
Oh my God.
which is very high. The only other significant spike we got was from the timer over there.
Okay, well, that's a timer.
Yeah, and that was 43, so that was really high. Other than that,
No, what
everything
would
else,
you? That seems high for a timer, but I don't know. advanced Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
This is Al.